Sharif Cooper hasn't done that I can say he should do to say he's done it all.
He won that championship. That was it.
You can do everything. He's done everything. He's scored a lot of assists.
The only thing that can cap off his career is becoming Mr. Basketball.
So why is it that when I watch Ryan Odom, did I feel like he's the best player? Every time I watch Ryan Odom play, I feel like I'm seeing something special. Like I'm seeing something that I'm not gonna maybe not see again. I said that for a long time. BJ Boston was my favorite high school player in Georgia. I don't get that feeling that I'm seeing something I'll never see again. Hey, it's the Love of the Game podcast, baby. What's going on? We good? We in here? Be Will. Are you with us? Hey, Bryce, are you still on your conference call with the league because you on mute?
Man, see how Bryce do it.
Does Bryce know that we're live on the show? We're live right now, bro. Tell David Stern you got to call him back. I said David Stern. Adam Silver. David Stern can't talk to you right now, bro. He's not with us, but B, were you talking to your agent?
Nah. I haven't talked to him much today. I don't know where he is. He might be in the gym shooting or something. Well, or rebounding, I should say. I don't know.
Hey, I gotta apologize for Dre being late because he was on a CPT time.
Wait, you gotta apologize. Okay, you apologizing for me. All right.
Hey, what did he say? He said, "Girls busting out my towel." Oh no. See. Them no chicks that Bryce like to fool with when they name the nicknames of their city.
Nah, I don't. That was just fun.
I'm gonna tell you another warning sign though.
What's that?
When she understands the alignment of like the stars and shit.
She know, bro. She wait for her superpowers on the 21st.
It's problematic, bro. It's problematic. Thanks. But hey, what on the 21st? What superpower y'all trying to get?
Oh man,
what you trying to get, bro?
I wouldn't mind like being able to predict the future. Is that superpower?
I mean, I guess.
Nah, I don't, man.
I'm thinking like flying or like X-ray vision or like lasers coming out of your eyes or something like that.
I want it where if I could feel if people are lying or telling the truth.
I don't care. You care?
Yeah, because you want to see who real or not. You got all these phonies, especially people in this basketball world. You know everybody lying about offers and stuff. You don't know the truth.
They're all lying. All of them.
No, they're not. I'm not saying just basketball. Like, you know, just with females. Hey,
no, they're all lying.
Yeah, females lie straight in your face. I
want to know. What if they could tell when you're lying?
I don't lie. I don't have no reason to lie.
You don't embellish?
When you see how you said this shit with a straight face?
You don't embellish when you talking to a woman?
No, bro. What I'm gonna lie about? Like, I'm a simple guy, so I don't have no reason to lie about stuff. Like, what is it?
Yeah,
like I don't act like I'm rich. I know where I'm from. I'm proud where I'm from.
Damn.
Hey, that would be dope. Every time
that red Nike dry fit from you trying to be.
Oh man, come on, man. Hey, I got stuff in my closet, man. That's why I can't wait till we like get back out here, man. I got stuff in my closet.
Dre, he want to be the Noops.
What? No.
He wants to shimmy his shoulders so bad,
bro. Come on. He does. My swag. If I had to be something, it probably would have been a single.
Hey, Locke ain't gonna call him out, Dove. Locke ain't gonna call him out.
No, he's been calling. They don't call me out, so I'm not gonna call them out.
A superpower though, bro. A superpower. I think I would want
to. Need a superpower though. Like I need some examples.
I have to be able to like read minds. I think that would be my superpower.
That's a good one. That's a
Yeah.
good one. I can go with
Like
that.
I could read minds. That would be
I could go with that.
or like control people's thoughts. That would be dope.
That's but then
That's scary.
yeah.
That's because I wouldn't want you to control my thoughts, not you.
Well, on the 21st, never mind.
Yo, so I had to jump in the chatty house in the clubhouse last night, and that was the topic. Like, because I'm like, what is the superpower thing about the 21st? Like,
Hey, so hold on, wait. Before you tell us about your experience in the clubhouse, in the chatty house, that means you got an invite.
yeah.
And if you got an invite, that means you have invites. But me and Locke don't have invites
No,
unless you're invited.
yesterday was my first time on it, and I don't even know how to invite anybody. I don't know how to use it. I was just on there jumping to the different chat rooms. I don't know how to use it.
Hey, Locke, is the red light popping up above his head? He telling the
I'm
truth.
not lying.
Hey,
I'm not lying.
I don't know. He got the camera down, so we don't know.
I'm not lying.
No, we don't know.
I'm not lying. But anyway, so some dude on there was like asking like what is the 21st? What is the superpower thing? Like, and it's intriguing. It's interesting. I don't know. Something about the planets align and people with melanin and their dust or something. I don't know. They have superpowers on the 21st.
Hey, supposedly Jupiter, Saturn, and the moon form a triangle of some kind or something. I done read a bunch of posts that contradict each other. Don't listen to me. I have no idea. But supposedly everyone with melanin is supposed to have a superpower on the 21st. I want to know. In the chat, y'all tell me what y'all superpower
you know what else is crazy about that chat, the clubhouse thing? Is like people were on there at 2:00 in the morning talking about Real Housewives. Like, are y'all not asleep right now? Y'all on the chat house talking about it's like, what are y'all?
Because it's COVID, bro. Some states locked down.
Yeah,
that's true. I guess
some people are just lonely.
Yeah, that's probably.
Think you're lonely.
When I jumped in that chat room, it was only women in there. It was like I was like, nah, I got to get out of here.
Until tonight.
So yeah, I'm trying to.
So what are your thoughts, bro? What are your thoughts? You used it
on what?
Or is it like? What are your thoughts of the app?
I don't know, man.
It's a new way.
I need to get in. I need to get an invite to like Meek Mill's room or something like that, where they, you know what I'm saying, it's something that I can really relate to. Yeah, see what they talking about. Because other than
always Dr. Love, bro. Always.
I don't see myself just like jumping on that app to like listen to people talk, unless I'm extremely bored. Like now, like when it's COVID, you have sometimes nothing to do. Let me jump in the club. I call it chat house, the clubhouse, and just listen. And it's like sometimes it was funny though, like, but I had no idea who I was talking to. I didn't know.
Is there a picture? Does they show their faces? Who you're talking to?
Yeah, you got like your little profile. Yeah, my brother invited me to his, so I don't. They get probably his friends. I don't know.
Nah, I don't think I'm gonna need that type of chat in my life.
It just seems like another tool for you to get in trouble. Honestly,
it did remind me of a piece of my childhood though. Like, before social media.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And you would be talking to a chick and be, hey, where your friends at? You know what I'm saying? And one of your boys get hooked up with some chick, and he talked to her over the phone.
That's what it looked like. Yeah, it kind of
sound
like a big ass three-way call. You know what I mean? Like when I call my friend, and then my friend call her friend on the phone. Like, nah. See, that would just get real messy.
That's a fact.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
Yeah, because somebody gonna get in their feelings.
A lot of people.
Yeah,
it's that time of the year, man. You know.
Yeah,
and teams are not playing games, so it's like
some teams are playing games.
But if we did start it off, though, that would probably be popping, and it would be pretty fun to get into that. But
it's some basketball chat, some group me's that I'm in.
Yeah, it is. But I think it's different when you can hear that person's voice. Like these, you could literally like, you unmute and you're talking, like and you hear that person's voice, and then y'all just having this live conversation. It's interesting concept. Great concept. So
Monday, Tuesday, y'all was in the gym. Wednesday was good.
I was in the gym Monday, but I don't want to talk about that game.
He ain't tweet about it.
What happened to Monday game? I didn't see no tweets from you, like.
I don't tweet at a lot of games I'm at. Some games I just be there just to show my face, and, relax.
Did you get in for free?
That game, yeah. No. I paid for that one. I didn't even see because I knew I really wasn't gonna tweet. So it was like I ain't really tripped about paying that game because I was like, it's close by the house. Well, it was close by my barbershop where I got my haircut at.
You go down the hall close to the gym where my picture is hanging up on the wall?
Nah, I asked them, y'all know Bryce. They was like, who? I said, how about Bruce? Y'all know Bruce? Like, nah.
Bryce, you got your picture hanging up in somebody's gym?
Nah, but it was a team picture. I was in there.
Hey,
I don't think you there.
What's funny though? I did text Bryce and said, Bryce, it looks like you went here.
I mean, yeah, but the thing is, I didn't start off there. Like
you graduated, so that's your school.
Yes, I graduated from there, but I was not there from the beginning of my high school matriculation.
Hey yo,
we got Sharif Curry friend in here.
Hey, free Sharif, man. Free
Sharif, dog. For real. Free Sharif.
So yeah. But you know what? Oh yeah, where'd I go? I went to Denmark and South Forsyth. I made
How was that?
Son Smith was getting busy.
Son Smith, he was doing what he does. You know what I mean? He does. He's consistent in what he does. Handling the ball, running the show, consistent. But what I did, it was just a different style of basketball, and I mean, it was a lot of shooting. It was a lot of flex offense, a lot of motion offense. Very patient.
So the teams were running their plays.
You trying to say you were bored? Is that what you're trying to say?
Nah, I'm not trying to say that at all. I'm just saying, like, from the games that you ain't gonna throw me into no trap. I wasn't saying it though. Like from the games that we watched, like South Cobb, Wheeler, the other teams I can't even think of right now. Compared to that game, it was a different style. It was like those other games have been a lot more up tempo. Teams are running, they trapping, and then these two teams were a little bit more methodical, I guess, and it was a lot more flex. And it took 35 seconds to get their shot off, and when they got an open shot, they probably made it. It was just a different style of basketball. But
who ended up winning?
Denmark. But it was some good players in that game, though. Obviously Sutton Smith, Joseph Scott, Devin McLaughlin. Joseph Scott played pretty well. It looks like he's been working on his body. He looks physically he's strong upper body wise. He stepped out and hit some threes. But like the difference between high school and the AAU sometimes is like it was really a matchup between Joseph Scott and Devin McLaughlin. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't really any other bigs. And then you had Sutton Smith, and then you had the other team's guard like Brandon Stoudemire. They might have had somebody else. You know what I mean? Like it was a bunch of guys, but it was a good game. It was a pretty good game. So I think Denmark's pretty good. They had some kids. They have some really good role players. Well, they may not like that term, but they have some other good players that knocked down shots, didn't miss anything. Which you really need in high school basketball if you want to win games. You got to have those dudes that can, spread the floor and knock down them threes and So
How did Devin look?
So Joseph Scott, I think, in my opinion, Joseph Scott outplayed him in the first half. But in the second half, I think McLaughlin kind of turned it, and hopefully I'm saying his name right. I think he had a better second half.
Okay.
He started to hit the open. He hit some jumpers, some threes. He got out of transition, had a nice dunk, played above the rim. So it was like they kind of, you know what I mean? They balanced each other. Neither one of them, in my opinion, really outplayed the other one. I think they both were very similar. I don't know what the stat line was, but it was probably close. So the game didn't come down to them, and it came down to guard play. And Denmark also had I want to say Cortland Tolbert. He was solid, and then they had this other kid that I had never seen before. He probably hit 6 threes. I can't remember his name right now. I got to look it up.
Kid hit 6 threes and you don't remember him? Shame on you.
I'm gonna look it up because they tagged me in the video. Hold up.
You remembered if he dunked.
Exactly.
No,
Wow, man. I think I got somebody, man. He just came.
I'm messing with you, Bryce.
hey, y'all think you guys think I just like a dunker just because I got one this summer.
You do.
You do.
Honestly, I like dudes that can shoot the ball. But the
I
dunkers,
love dudes that can dunk though.
I love the dunkers because I know it brings out the videos and the camera guys, honestly.
Hey man, check this out, man. I say with you on the bench.
You
did not run no play to get somebody open to shoot.
Who?
You.
Yes, I did.
What play?
I ran baseline plays plenty of times for AJ to catch and shoot threes. Or curl at the free throw line. Plenty of them.
All them plays went to
See, Mark knew what he's talking about.
I did see AJ coming off some pin downs. I saw that.
The thing is, don't blame me if you can't step into a shot and shoot it.
I wasn't blaming you.
I'm just saying. Now I run some things, and I only run 3 or 4 plays. Now you got to be able to master those 3 or 4 plays and shoot. Hold up.
Okay, I put it like this. I was so used to just watching Perry get the ball.
Okay, well, that's a different topic.
No, it's
funny, bro.
Just fucking with you.
I mean, yeah.
No, I'm just fucking with you, man.
I stole that play from the Celtics. Where is it?
Hey, do we know? I'm gonna shift the subject a little bit. We're gonna talk about Lemon Street today. We're gonna talk about all the basketball coming up this weekend. Got big games on Friday. We're gonna talk about all of that. Do we know who the best college basketball team is in Georgia right now?
Well, Mercer lost yesterday. Okay, hold on. Before you go to that, the kid's name is, and I might butcher it. His name is Stephen Davidoff. Davi.
He don't know that boy name. He don't know that boy name. It's 6 threes for nothing.
Hey man,
you probably hit more than 3s.
Man,
don't go to the Canes, man. Bryce don't know your name, dog. Come to man up. You hit 6 threes,
hey,
dog.
I don't gotta know your name. You give me the game. You come sit your ass down. You ain't gonna do that. I don't know your name. Hey, half the time I can remember the kid's name I had this summer anyway. What is that boy name? Get his ass out the game.
Mark says Georgia State is the best team in the state. Are we agreeing with that?
I think Georgia State's got I think UGA right now is the best team.
Because they're undefeated? That's why you're saying they're the best team? But have they played? Let me ask you this: have they played any teams
I can't answer
at their level? Any high major teams?
I can't answer that. Probably not. I don't know.
It's between Georgia State and Mercer. Mercer and Georgia State.
Yeah, I think it's between Georgia State and Mercer for sure.
And they split.
But
they split games, right?
And based off the roster that UGA has, I don't think you can say that.
No, you're wrong.
That's what I'm going off of. I don't really know who they're.
Let me help everybody catch up. So Georgia, University of Georgia is 5-0.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
They have played Florida A&M, which was a 10-point game. North Georgia, which they beat them by 22. Jacksonville, they beat by 33. Montana, they beat by 13. And Samford, they beat by 4. So the next game they have is Cincinnati. They've got Cincinnati at home at 8. I would say that is relatively light.
Cincinnati?
No, I'm saying they're 5-game schedule.
Okay, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. But it's a good schedule to start off. Them some solid.
But it's honestly, it's not much different than Mercer's. Mercer beat Georgia Tech. The rest of their games were mid-major and Division II.
But that's what they are, though.
Yeah, true.
That's what they are.
True.
I mean,
that's true.
And like you say, Mercer beat Georgia State once. Georgia State beat Mercer.
I think Mercer has a really good roster. I think Georgia State's they do too. I think they're gonna get better as the season goes on, though. I'm not sure. That's a tough one. It's a tough one.
Yeah, so college basketball is kind of like it's gonna be hard. Like I'm looking at Georgia State's schedule, right? And when they get into conference, it's like they gotta play all of these teams twice back to back. So South Alabama, you gotta play twice.
Yeah, that's why they're doing it this year because they don't want you to have a situation. Yeah.
It's gonna be, to me, it's gonna be really hard to get a read on these teams. Right now, I would probably give the nod to Georgia State, but man, Mercer is playing like really good basketball right now. I saw the game that they beat Georgia State. I did not see the game where Georgia State beat them. I have it recorded.
When Mercer beat Georgia State, I think it went to overtime. I think I watched it the first time. And then the last game, Georgia State was up the whole time. It's a tough one.
Did they really? I don't know if they more like.
Probably.
But they're looking good, man. You know,
they got a good roster. They got some kids.
They got some kids like, man, Ty Fagan's getting playing time.
Fagan, they got this kid. I forgot his name. Another kid, I forgot his name, but he's like Hawaiian or something. He's good. He's the real deal.
I saw Christian Brown looking better out there. I'd give the nod to Georgia State, but I did not. Like I said, I saw the game where Mercer, they played Mercer and lost. But they just avenged that loss. But I did not see the game film, so I'd like to see how they're doing. Mercer's playing really, really well. I think it's getting close. I haven't checked Kennesaw State. What they doing, Locke?
They lost last night, I think, to Belmont.
Belmont a tough team, though.
They got to get some Division I wins, man. All their wins have been like D2s or NAIA schools or stuff. They gotta get some wins. You know, I think they will, though. I think who they play next?
2 tough games coming up. Saturday they got Samford. That's going to be a tough game. And then,
you know what though? That's a new head coach. That's a new head coach at Samford.
Yeah, Bucky McMillan.
So you know, hey,
hey, I see a loss to Belmont by 11 is an improvement over last year's team.
True.
I watched a little bit of that Belmont Kennesaw State game.
What's your opinion on it?
That was my thought.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
That was my thought.
Hey, man, you're not probably gonna be allowed back in Kennesaw State.
Hey, Rome not no, and this, my thing seriously, right, about Kennesaw State, and I said this from the very beginning. I've said this in front of the Kennesaw State coach staff. To me, Kennesaw State was a 5-year project, 3 years to show that they can be good. 3 years is what I said.
Yeah.
This year, though, it looks like he actually has college basketball players. When he first got there, I didn't feel like he had. Not everybody on that team was a Division I basketball player last year. I'll just say that.
I disagree, Joe. I disagree.
On that roster?
I think they were Division I players, but they weren't the right fit. They weren't players that bought in. So they were individuals. Now they were. Some of them were still talented players.
I agree with you.
This year, I do think that they're like. I think he's made a step up in their guard play. Like I think their guards are 20 times better than what they had last year, and especially them the kids are going to buy in. But I still think that they need like some
front court.
Young
That front court.
Young Blood would have been the best player on our team last year.
Young Blood would have been. Young Blood would have been. It's hard to say.
Young Blood would have been the best player on our team last year.
Yeah, I can see why you said that.
Right. They had a dude last year in their front court that was pretty good.
I know who you're talking about.
He transferred.
He transferred. I like him. We talk about Kennesaw State. I can't watch Auburn this year because Sharif ain't playing.
Yeah, me either.
We gotta.
Is Sharif gonna hold out and try to go do a Kyrie Irving type of situation, even though he didn't play no games, or is he gonna try to go overseas?
I feel like what's the purpose of him going overseas?
Continue to get experience and get a
him, yeah, I'd hold off and try to go.
You got this dude don't want he's not going for financial reasons. Like this dude wants to play college basketball.
He's got to prove. I think at the end of the day, he's got to prove based off his size and stuff like that he's capable of handling the professional level. I think he is. But I mean, as far as NBA scouts are going to want to say, well, what am I basing off of? Kyrie at least played 3 games before he broke his foot or whatever, and he was done. So
we need to see Sharif.
I think the kid is going to be really good. Like I think he's going to be in the NBA. I just don't know how he gets there at this point. I don't know how that works. And I've also learned to not doubt him. You know what I mean? Like.
Agree.
Agree.
Definitely agree.
He's good, man. Like he's good. Even if the game style changes, the style of play changes, he's going to adjust to it. So
yeah, I honestly think with Coop, anything possible.
I think he'll get there.
Anything possible.
He might have to take a 2-way, G League, D League, whatever it's called situation. I don't know.
But the thing is, we keep saying what he needs to do. What y'all think? What he wants to do?
I don't think he wants to hoop. I
think he wants to play college basketball. That's the point. He wants to play college basketball. He doesn't have to. He doesn't have to go overseas for finance situations. Like he won't think about it.
But neither did Melo Ball.
They college
money.
But I know.
But you know what? I don't want to discount this with Sharif because I don't want to discount the competitiveness at that kid. I feel like he wants to play at the highest level that he can play at. I don't know that I think college was the next step because I don't think he was like one of the G League Ignite type players or whatever. So I think college was the next step for him. But I don't know that that's the only step. I think he wants to challenge himself to play at the highest level that he can play at. And if they're not going to let him play in college, which to me, I mean, I get it and I don't, right? Like some of these rules in college is completely bogus. Like we got coaches that are still coaching without penalty, that we have phone recordings of them talking about paying players. So the assistant coaches went to jail. Sharif can't play, but the coaches that were involved in some of that stuff with some of the craziness of it are still coaching today and getting a paycheck.
Some of them went to jail. Yeah.
The assistant coaches did, but none of the head coaches.
Correct. Mm-hmm.
So,
I think for him,
book is free, but like, shout out to Book too.
The SEC was a perfect league for him to prove that he was ready for the NBA.
I
agree.
And I think that he was based off the guard play that I've seen so far in college basketball. He would have done the same thing or very similar things that he was doing in high school and college.
Yeah,
I get it, Mark, but do you really get this year back? I know technically he gets another year to play, but can you take a year off from playing
Yeah.
like that, and then just come in and you know what I mean?
Didn't
Like-
Landers Nolly didn't play his first year.
True. And then he
And
came to
Landers-
Virginia. He averaged 18 in the ACC.
Landers Nolly, he had to sit out his first year at V8 at Tech.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, what if Sharif comes back next year with Jabari Smith?
Hey, if he come back next year and just come back next year, it's gonna be a show.
with Jabari Smith. Hey, now both of them may be lottery picks.
Yeah. Either way, I think he's gonna be fine. But
I don't doubt that. I just worry about rhythm and about like,
but
you know what I mean? Anytime you want to play and you're not playing and you're not hurt, like you're not hurt. To me, it's different if it was an injury, but like,
but Dre,
I worry about that.
Any like basketball player who hasn't played in a long time, and then you go back and play, or even if I'm playing pickup, like damn, that game was tough. But then if I keep playing pickup and three more games, I'm gonna get that rhythm. I'm starting to get that rhythm back in my, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get it back. Like it's not gonna take long, and he's gonna be working out every day. So it's not like he's gonna be out of shape. He's probably gonna be in better shape. So I think he's gonna be straight.
I can't imagine Sharif Cooper playing with Jabari. I can.
I think we're gonna see that next year.
Yeah, we definitely probably will.
I think we're gonna see that next year. And you got Thor. Maybe seen that dunk Thor did the other night.
Nah, they got some bigs at Auburn, but they struggling in the backcourt. They got 4s and 5s.
I didn't play for 10 years. Come get dropped off. Hey, y'all talk so much shit, bro, in this chat, dog. I swear to God.
Hey, he's been hooping. Scotty Barnes.
Yeah.
Scotty Barnes going crazy.
Dude.
He out of there.
Running the point?
He's out of there.
Hey, bro.
And you know what I like about him? He's an old school dude. He like remind me of like an old school, just like Rasheed Wallace. Like he get it done.
Yeah.
And he just gets shit done.
Hey,
no, he
does. To be said for that staff at Florida State, it doesn't get said enough. Leonard Hamilton, CY, Stan, like it's something to be said for that staff. The new bloods, dog. Like year over year, they pumping out pros, dog. Scotty Barnes looked like just another pro coming out of Florida State.
A forward that they had coming in the line. He'll be next. Yep.
Hey, Mark calling kids trash, Mark. Don't say that about that kid, bro.
Auburn does have a lot of dudes that can dunk. That's true.
That's a fact.
But I mean, they need that. They need Sharif. They need a point guard.
Yeah.
Hey, gotta have a point guard make that thing go.
Do we see MJ Walker in the draft in 2021?
I think he'll be in a situation where he'll be like probably unsigned or second round, and the team will pick him up unsigned, and he might have to fight to make a roster spot. You know what I mean? I see, which is nothing wrong with that. Like, he's still gonna get paid.
I say if he can be a 3-and-D guy. He got the body. He definitely can shoot.
Yeah. But he's gonna have to earn. It may take time for him to make a roster spot. Like even Kaja Gates got released today. Nets. So
what's wrong with this man, bro?
This man must have got nobody to train tonight.
What's wrong with this man? Hey, Uncle Drew, come get Mark, bro.
I think it depends on who. I think it depends on who has that number one pick in the league. Because if you need
Jalen Green,
yeah, forgot about him. There's some dudes in that
hey,
can get it done.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, dog. To me, dog, and he's in that G League. Jonathan Kamunga, don't sleep, dog. Don't sleep.
He's a lot of pick. I don't know if I don't think he goes over Cade or Scotty Barnes though.
Hey,
I don't know if he does either, but that's my sleeper.
If Jonathan would have stayed in Georgia, that shit would have been crazy. If he would have stayed in Georgia,
he had the streets bumping for a summer.
Bro, he was gonna have this on fire.
Migos would have
Jonathan had camps down here going dumb.
Yeah. Yeah.
when he came to
Yeah,
camp.
OTR camp going crazy.
Crazy. Crazy. Camp was going crazy.
One name we are forgetting about and we are not mentioning in the midst of all these other names is BJ Boston. And I haven't watched Kentucky enough.
I have.
Yeah, I watched them like 2 or 3 games.
He said I have.
It's look.
And you also posted a video of them too, losing at halftime or whatever that was.
Dude, what somebody said? They said BJ won the if he was shooting Tupac still be alive.
Yeah, I saw that.
Bro,
you know what,
I
man?
was like, whoa.
You know what, man? That stage is hard.
Different.
It's different, bro. And they're not playing with no fans. So when you shooting, you looking at empty chairs, like anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's
yes. It's man, it's so tough, bro. Like
it's tough.
BJ, one of my favorite players, but I will say this, and I'll say this about any kid that goes to Kentucky. I'm not hating because I'm from Louisville. That is a fishbowl. That is a very hard place to play. You know, like every shot, every move that you make is going to be analyzed and critiqued. If the team doesn't win, like you're in Lexington, bro. There's nowhere for you to go, bro. You're surrounded, and everybody is a basketball fan in Kentucky. Everybody, people's grandmama, like everybody, they watch those games. They still got the games on VHS. They still go back and watch the old games. They're comparing you to other players that went there before. Like if you don't understand the history, you know what I'm saying, of playing college basketball in the state of Kentucky, like you're gonna find out real fast. You have a bad shooting night, bro. The random dude at the gas station is gonna be telling you that you need to get your elbow up, shit like that. Like it's gonna be, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a wild place to play.
Video like ESPN video one time, and Coach Cal was just at like one of the neighborhood bars, and it was like a 75, 80-year-old guy like telling him like what he needs to do and asking about his roster. Like they love Kentucky basketball, and I do think for a freshman that it's making it harder on him to get the job done when you don't have that fan though. You know what I mean? The fans, and it's really one-on-one basketball. Like this me versus.
Hey, I'm gonna put it like this: that dude's supposed to be a pro. You got to do what you got to do.
He is.
You're supposed to be a lottery pick, so it's no excuses. Like,
you know,
dude.
Well, number one, Locke, I agree with you. That's the cold hard truth. You're right.
That's it. That's true.
Right. That's the cold hard truth. I agree with you. I am gonna say that this season is probably different for college freshmen than any other season before. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not there early. You're not getting those games. Like if you would have went overseas or whatever, play some games early, try to play a little bit, get comfortable a little bit. Like it's a tough season for freshmen, man. But Kentucky, I will say I've never seen a Kentucky team look that bad on defense. It's like a layup line at the basket right now.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And the thing is, even as an incoming freshman, man, like it's tough. And I watched Oklahoma State and I watched old boy play against Wichita State, and the only bucket he had was the game-winning 3. What's the name? We just talked about him. Cunningham. He only had 3 points. He had 1 field goal, and he's supposed to be the number 1 and number 2 pick. So it's just like different, bro. It is different.
Hey, dog, I'm telling you, for my money, Caleb Murphy still one of the best guards that I done seen this year, bro.
I think Caleb Murphy's gonna sneak in. Maybe not this year.
Caleb Murphy looks great.
I think he's gonna sneak into the league, probably next year or junior year.
Shoot, talking about sneak, man. I think JD Notae. He's not a freshman, but he just reached 1,000 points at Arkansas.
He balling.
JD Notae's having a great season.
Nah, Kate Cunningham, nice. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying how tough it is. Like them dudes, them upperclassmen dudes don't care, bro. They gonna be they going out.
It's hard for high school kids to play college basketball, bro. That's
we're forgetting about Bassey from Western Kentucky. Shit, that's a grown ass man, bro.
Facts.
Now, he's grown ass men.
Got Jalen Suggs.
Suggs, yeah.
Couple of kids.
A lot. It's gonna be a good draft.
Hey, y'all want to talk about this South Kyle Pepperbrook matchup on Friday night?
Not really, because I'm tired of talking about those two.
South Cobb and Pebblebrook.
I'm tired. I'm tired of. We're gonna talk about those teams all the time.
I agree.
Let's talk about. So let's talk about the Lemon Street, the new team. We go Pepperbrook. The Cobb County team always gonna get spoke on. We all stay. Well, Dre, I don't know where you stay, but me and Bryce stay in Cobb County. So it's like the Cobb County team.
Am I that far out? I ain't that far out.
Look. I said I was gonna go to Forsyth. I went to Forsyth, and I'm gonna go to Forsyth and Duluth next week. So I'm getting out. I'm out. I said I was going.
I'm going to Gwinnett tomorrow.
What's in Gwinnett?
I'm going to watch Central Gwinnett.
Oh nah, actually that's too far. You gonna watch?
Yeah.
You must be going after the network, bro. I know what you got going on.
No, I'm just going, man. I support my guys. That's the home of the freshman U.
That's why I said that. Yeah,
I'm looking. To me, I like that matchup because those two teams want to do the same things. Some of the same things. They're gonna play hard as hell. They're gonna defend. They're gonna try to turn you over. Like, you know what I mean? They're gonna play hard that game.
Who's they? Pebblebrook or South Cobb?
Both teams.
Yeah, they're gonna play hard. They both gonna press or whatever they do.
But we talked about that 6-game stretch for a long time. To me, this is the time to talk about South Cobb. This is the only time that I wanted to talk about South Cobb because these 6 games.
If you're going to talk about South Cobb, then you got to rewind because they beat Wheeler, then they lost Allatoona. You got to do it in order if you're going to talk about them.
True. What did that say?
I don't think we need to talk
about Allatoona. What did that say?
I think we need to talk about them right now.
Yeah, okay. Be honest. I'm tired of like. Come on, like I'm so glad I'm going to see Central Gwinnett play Shiloh, so I can talk about that game on Sunday.
Shiloh, I like Shiloh's got pieces, bro. I like some of the pieces Shiloh got. Who is the best in Georgia in high school? Who is the best kid or the best team? Allatoona. Hey man, losing out. Hey, but again, that stretch is gonna tell me who you are. Everything I need to know in this 6 games.
But does it, Ray? That's a tough stretch, and that doesn't mean that when they go to the playoffs that they're not going to, make it far.
I didn't say that. Who's the best kid in Georgia right now? That's a good. Okay. Who's the best?
Jabari, Matthew Cleveland,
Kowalski.
I'm gonna tell you who's going up the list
and
for
Scooter.
me. I'm gonna tell you who's going way up the list for me. Miles Rice.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly where I put him, but he is climbing higher and higher up that list to me.
I think he's in that probably 9, 10, 11, 12 range.
Mark, I don't want to hear this shit. Don't lose to South Cobb. Don't lose to South Cobb, Mark. Stop it. Same. I agree with you. Well, no. Pebblebrook right now.
I think Wheeler is extremely talented.
They are.
The reason they didn't beat South Cobb is because they didn't play hard in the first half. They play hard in the first half, and they got a sense of urgency. I think it's a thing.
Hey, Mark, Reggie Perry didn't play in Atlanta. Now he a lottery pick. So you don't have to play in Atlanta.
He was also McDonald's All-American, though, too, Locke.
It doesn't matter. He didn't play in Atlanta. He didn't even play AAU in Atlanta. Period.
It doesn't matter where you play anymore, though. And that's a good point that you bring that up because people on Twitter continue to say that these people are underrated or under recruited or whatever you want to call it. And I kind of disagree because it's not the day and age where there's no Twitter, where everybody's tweeting about every kid. So like if you're in the mix or you even follow basketball, you're a fan, you've heard of all these kids before. So how is that kid underrated? Like there's
hold on. I don't mean to cut you off. Mark, it was the Arkansas Wings. It was an Adidas team, not EYBL. So make sure you get your facts straight.
Hey,
stuff.
Hey, Lock's spicy today on a Thursday, dog.
Man, now because people thinking Lock ain't out here anymore, so I'm about to get my swagger back.
Because he got that red on.
I think Miles Rice already committed.
Miles Rice committed to Washington. He's going to Washington.
Yeah, but he's I'm not saying that he's the best player, but
he's really good. He's always been good though.
Really moving up the board for me.
He's been good since middle school.
It don't matter. I'm talking about the circuit.
Scoot is better than JD. I gotta see Scoot this year, man. I'm hearing a lot. I can't argue that though. Scoot's really good. Crazy.
I mean, a lot of kids probably would have had more offers had there been a live period too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's probably why he didn't get 10. I don't know how many he had, but he probably would have had more had there been coaches on the sideline.
I'm gonna tell you who I'm going to watch the most in college and wonder what's going to happen once they get there. Between the guys we just named. And that is Kawasi and Matt Cleveland. And interesting enough, they're going Florida and Florida State. I want to be interested to see what position they play in college. I want to be interested to see how they play as far as how they're utilized offensively in college, how they get better, because those two guys are two kids that I feel like we could be talking about possibly in the draft, or we could be talking about coming back for their second year. I feel like it could go either way for either of those kids.
I don't think you think Matthew Cleveland can be a one and done.
Cleveland should be all American. He should be McDonald's, which will definitely help. And then I think he'll go in and he gets better.
It depends. If Matthew Cleveland gets there, does he defend like Florida State guards defend?
He gonna play harder.
He become a better shooter in that 1 year.
He's not a bad shooter though.
I'm not saying a bad shooter, but we're talking about being a one and done. There's to me, it's a little different.
True though, because Ant-Man didn't have a high percentage either.
This is a good question. This is a good question to me if you look at it, those two guys. But I'm not talking about percentage, man. I think you see certain things with Ant. And Ant had a better handle than Matt Cleveland. He's getting to the basket, in the half court a little better than Matt Cleveland. But we'll see. I think
naturally, Matthew Cleveland has always been a forward.
Yeah, he's always been a 4.
Since I've in like that area of that like high post, that short corner, that elbow, like that area, like that fadeaway, that's always been his area. So it doesn't mean he's not going to go to the wing to the 3 or whatever it happens, but I think naturally he's been like in that spot and just dominated that position, that area. So I don't know. I think at the end of the day, man, and we see in the draft too, and Dre, you had another tweet that went viral. We see in the draft that lottery and those one and dones are gorillas anyway. They goons.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know what I mean? Like he goes to Florida State, he goes in their weight training program, he adds more muscle, more strength, whatever the case may be.
This is a real serious question. Who do you think has the highest ceiling out of those two?
Can't even guess that, man.
So am I tripping to think that Kawasi has gotten so much bigger?
Kawasi is 6'7" on the wing.
Nah,
Like
yeah.
if
skills.
you told me he was 6'8" or 6'9", I would not doubt you.
With skills.
He
Like
looks
big boy
he's a
skills.
he's a big
Like
kid, man.
big boy skill. And he's playing hard.
Big kid.
And he's playing the right way.
Yeah.
So,
Most of them probably gonna be in the league, man.
but there's still some things that I would like to see Kawhi do better, and I want to see when he gets to Florida offensively. Like right now, Kawhi gets matched up against a lot of smaller kids because the bigger kids he's just gonna drive around them. I would love to see him show more of a post game against those smaller defenders and score like easy buckets out of the post, or show that he can. I'll just say that I would love to see him show back to the basket.
But
Not traditional big man post moves, but like how to post against some of those smaller guards, smaller wings that are guarding him right now.
If we're looking at the league for him, if we're looking at the NBA for him, and he's at 6'7", and the way that he shoots the ball and the way he's going to come off screens, he's going to be a problem. Like we don't have to. He doesn't.
I think he is.
You know what I mean? Like you don't have to post like in the next level in the right NBA system. They're just going to run him off screens, and he'll be in the corner. He's going to knock down an open shot. You know what I mean? So,
and he's going to compete.
Yeah.
I just like at the NBA level when you see a lot of those bigger guys,
yeah,
like a KD or somebody even post at the elbow, and then turn their face.
I don't see why he wouldn't be able to do that. I don't.
Which is why I said I would like to see it more.
Yeah,
like I would. I think he is
and maybe they don't.
I think Kawhi's a problem. I don't think a lot of people are thinking that he could be a one and done. But when I saw him down at Warner Robins, I certainly thought so.
I think it also depends on who, for both schools, for both players. I think it depends on who's there, who's coming and going. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Florida State. I mean, Florida still has some really talented dudes on their roster still too.
Yeah, I think Scotty Barnes. What's the
Reynolds?
Scotty Lewis. Would need to leave. He would need to be in the draft this year.
And I don't see that happening. I mean, you never know. You never know. Yeah, I agree. He's not in the league. He's not posting anybody up. He's on the wing shooting the. He's gonna be tough though, regardless. He's gonna be a problem.
Dang. Hey, y'all remember? I said,
"Hey, Mark in here." Don't take. Hey, while we talking about this Florida program, man, I do want to. Keontae Johnson. They said that the kid is doing better.
Yeah.
Responsive, still stable, still in the hospital though, man. Keep fighting the fight to his family. Shout out to everybody impacted with that kid, man.
I saw him, and maybe I said this last time, but I saw him play in the Peach Jam EYBL, and that's a big dude. Like, he's a powerful guy. I mean, preseason, first team, it's a big dude. Played for Boo Williams. They were good. They probably should have won Peach Jam. They ended up, I think, losing in the Final Four. But
wait, Scotty Lewis went at Mark on Twitter because Mark clowned his trainer.
Who's his trainer?
Hey, Mark.
I remember that.
I want to know who convinced Scotty Lewis to dye his hair blonde, bro.
Oh my God!
Once he went blonde, that's when I stopped thinking about him as a player, bro.
Yeah, I can't rock that either, bro. I seen that shit too.
Man,
you can't dye your hair blonde, bro.
Hey, I guess you seen D Wade do it.
It's a dude on Clemson that dye his hair blonde too. I'm like, what these kids got going on, man?
Oh, Mission Impossible is his trainer?
Who's Mission Impossible?
Damn. Hey, you gotta go to that page.
Oh man.
Hey, speaking on players, man, shout out to Zach Bell. Just got his first Division I offer, man, from TCU.
That's a great offer too, man.
Great offer. I think he's gonna get a lot more. Are they still playing in Lim Street?
Yes.
Cool.
They're in.
Cool.
Yeah, team I need. That's a team I wanted to see, and I didn't want to drive. I don't even know where Grovetown is. Where's Grovetown?
Augusta.
Oh yeah, perfect.
I think that Mark gonna call his name. I'm not putting that. Zach is definitely tough. Grovetown is definitely tough.
That's a tough team in 6A, man.
Yeah.
Like,
And that's a
Atlanta
good
schools-
offer too.
Yeah, Atlanta schools do not want to match up with them in the playoffs.
At all. At all. Shit, I don't know if nobody does. We want to go over real quick. We could talk about Lemon Street.
Man, let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it. You want to send me the schedule, but it's cool. It's cool.
It's on the website, Lock. Hold on, I got you, bro.
Man, send me the email.
Just
Or
share
text
your
message.
screen.
Say what, Bryce?
Share a screen. Ooh, they ain't the same losing as Heritage. Ooh, that's gonna get greasy, spicy.
Yeah. Heritage versus McKeecher. Only thing I'm nervous about Heritage, they just coming off quarantine for 2 weeks.
Do they have any bigs or anything else besides like who else they got? Who else does Heritage have? Nobody
They
really.
got some good, solid role guys, but you know
They
who the
do.
2 main guys are. But against McKeecher on your first game back,
That's gonna be a good matchup. I just like it. We get to see Cam McDowell and Randy Brady against RJ Nord and James White.
Hmm.
I heard Chance got hurt, so I don't know if Chance is playing.
He had an ankle situation.
Yeah. But I love that. Heritage and McKeecher matchup. We're gonna get Norcross and Warner Robins. I like this matchup for Warner Robins a lot.
that's going to be a game where they need to win that game. They need to win the game for the area.
Yeah.
Like they're playing for Middle Georgia.
And it says a lot.
And if Warner Robinson wins, I do not want to hear anybody say Norcross was down this year. It doesn't matter. They're still Norcross.
That's a fact. This is a good matchup. I think people look at this and see mismatch. I think this is a good matchup.
And it's a lot of backstory. You got Jaden Harris, who's from Middle Georgia.
Mark
So
Hayes.
Man, come on, man. I told you about them dark skinned dudes over 6 feet. I told you about that, man.
I think this is a good matchup. I agree, Locke.
That's going to be that. Hey, Norcross representing Atlanta. Warner Robinson representing Middle Georgia.
Norcross represent Atlanta.
It's Norcross. No, who has the most pearls out of Georgia?
No, Norcross ain't in Atlanta. Norcross ain't even nowhere close.
Bro,
I get where you're going, Locke.
thank you. When you name the high major programs in Georgia, who are you going to name?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying how does Norcross become the ambassador of Atlanta? That's what I'm asking you. Like,
No, they're high major programs.
They're not in Atlanta. They're in Norcross.
Bro, that's Atlanta. This is Atlanta. They in the metro.
I was about to say, if you ask somebody from Middle Georgia, they representing Atlanta.
They represent
I
Atlanta,
understand
bro.
Locke's take on it. I understand how you feel, Bryce, because we up here and we don't see Norcross as Atlanta, but I understand why they would.
I would say if anybody represents Atlanta, it would be somebody like Wheeler.
But they ain't Marietta. So what's the difference?
They close
Marietta.
in Norcross.
No, not bro. Norcross is gonna. Thank you.
I'm giving you a hard time.
I agree. But let's go through the matchups. I like that. I think that Warner Robins, I don't know who wins that game, but I think people look at it and think that Warner Robins has no chance. I think they match up at every position. I think they match up well at every position. I'm not saying that their players are better at every position, but I think they match up though.
The Migos rep Atlanta, but the Migos are from Gwinnett County, right?
No.
Y'all tripping. Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I don't know what Miller Grove it looks like because they
haven't been playing.
They haven't been playing. So
they got some talent though. They have talent.
To give them Grovetown in the first round.
Oh yeah.
Why?
Yeah. I wouldn't mind seeing that Zach Bell versus Zaire Green. That's a good guard matchup. I wouldn't mind seeing that.
We're gonna see. So the winner, right? The winner of that game gets the winner of Heritage McEachern.
So we can see. So Grovetown or Miller Grove can play against Heritage or McEachern.
So you can see it, assuming let's say Miller Grove is off, they haven't been playing, maybe they don't win that game. Grovetown advances. You see Grovetown against Heritage or McEachern. I feel like that's a great matchup either way.
Man, it is. I just feel nervous. I just feel nervous for Heritage, man. They haven't played.
Off rhythm a little bit?
Off rhythm. They just started practicing this week, from what I'm hearing. So, you going against the Brady's, the Cams, like.
McEachern's tough.
Hey, I'm going to tell you my sleeper that could win this whole bracket. Lanier could win the whole bracket.
Yeah. Yeah. They got everybody back. Everybody should be back playing too.
Lanier could win the whole bracket.
What time does Lanier play and what day is that?
Hold
on a second. Their matchup is with Evans.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I still ain't got no schedule, but I'm cool. I'm gonna look for it.
All right, hold on, my bad.
I'm gonna look for it myself. I heard y'all got an app now, right? I download the app.
Yeah, there you go. Download the app.
You making shit so goddamn hard.
They play at 7, Locke.
Damn, is that the same? Man, I kind of want to go that pace. Okay, all right.
They play at 7.
I'm at to bounce back and forth.
Hey, see, man, this is why I fool with Juke, man. Juke sent it to me, dog. I appreciate that, Juke.
Is it the most up-to-date schedule? Be careful.
He got Gainesville versus Tucker, Grovetown versus Miller Grove, Heritage versus McEachern.
He might have the most up-to-date schedule.
You got Thera versus Lemon Street, so I guess they're not playing anybody right now. Lanier versus Evans, and Warner Robin versus Norcross.
There you go.
That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Yeah, Lanier can win it. Wait, Thera's gonna. So this is Saturday schedule, correct?
Yeah, you gotta look. Okay, I just sent it to you. Check your email and look at the brackets so you can see how the brackets play out. Because it's 2 brackets playing simultaneously. Dre, get Kawasi and Sean on the phone. We need South Georgia. Hey, man, I feel like it should happen. I'm with it. I'm trying to get a Willard Warner Robins game set up. I think it's a good game.
Juke said we're not going to talk about Evans. I haven't seen Evans since Chris Chambers left. But I know they got a point guard. I think Joshua Mincy.
Yep.
That's pretty good. So I think this is a good platform from him because he's been on the. Bryce, you probably don't remember. He used to play with Team Power back in the day. He's been on the circuit for a while. Joshua Mincy.
He like 6'4", 6'5"?
No, he's like 6 foot.
Light skin guard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you're talking about. Yeah. Does Team Power still do AAU stuff?
I seen them at a couple of tournaments this summer. I think they didn't have a 17U or the 17U team they did. Hey, it didn't really. It had a couple players, but I don't think they had any big name players this past season and stuff. So, hey, where y'all think Rainy Brady gonna go?
TSU.
Oh, God, they got Rashad King. They do. Evans do got Rashad King.
Yeah.
Oh, hey. Oh.
It's gonna be a good game, bro.
Against Lanier. Oh.
It's gonna be a good game. That's what I'm saying.
Hey.
Is
That's
Rashad?
what I'm saying.
Yeah. Is that the left hand?
Yeah, the
That
high
top
jumping
bracket
kid.
is good games every matchup.
Oh, Lanier got to come strap.
Every
Strap.
game. Every game.
You finna bring them country boys to the city? Oh.
Hey man. We were showing love to a lot of South Georgia teams. Americans was supposed to be in it, but they got quarantined, so
Yep.
we were showing love to a lot of South Georgia teams.
Nah, I appreciate it.
I appreciate Lemon Street and the host Marietta, you guys putting this amazing event on, because it's less than 2 miles from my house, and I can see all these teams that I would not normally get to see. So I appreciate you guys for doing this. I really do.
And I do want to tell people, like people have kind of asked, what Lemon Street is, what's going on with it, and during segregation or before segregation, the only Black high school or African American high school in the city of Marietta was Lemon Street. So what happened was people that would go to schools like Hiram or even down in the Smyrna area, all of those kids.
Our power was different back then too.
Yeah, all of those kids that would normally go to those different schools were being bused to Lemon Street High School. So they all went to Lemon Street. Of course, athletics, when you bus all of those different kids from all those different places to one school, the athletics are going to be crazy. Lemon Street was beating people in football like 100-5, like all kind of crazy scores and stuff, right? But what came out of that school, though, not only was athletic prowess, right? The band, people, like when you talk to people who went to Lemon Street, we did interviews. We got video interviews of people who actually went to Lemon Street High School before it closed down.
What year did they close down?
It was in the 60s. I think the last class was like 1967 or 68.
So Lemon Street was a different building than the old Marietta High School, than the old Marietta Middle School.
Marietta High School and Lemon Street High School were separate. Until Marietta High School was integrated and started having Blacks go to the school, and then that's when Lemon Street was shut down.
I think sometimes we forget in the basketball conversation in the past, like even when I was in high school and maybe even a little before or after, that Marietta used to be, or it has typically been, a powerhouse for basketball and football. I think that's forgotten in the conversation a lot. Like Marietta at a certain point was unbeatable.
Marietta, and I don't want people to take this the wrong way. Marietta is kind of a weird place.
Yeah.
I've not, in all my time in Atlanta, I've never met more people who, my grandparents went to this school. My parents went to this school. I go here, like generations of kids go to this same school. And I'm used to Atlanta being all about transplants. People are all over the place. Nobody goes to the same school. You know what I mean? No parent is going to the same school that their kids go to. Marietta is a very different place when it comes to that. So a lot of kind of tradition and a lot of stuff. But I think this is cool because when you get a chance to celebrate what Lemon Street was, and make sure, because in that community, it's different. There are people who went to Lemon Street High School still have reunions.
Really?
There are a lot of people in that area who never left the city of Marietta. I'm not saying never left, like they've never visited anywhere or traveled anywhere, but like they still live in the area. So for Marietta to wear the Lemon Street uniforms to celebrate the history of what Lemon Street High School was, or the Lemon Street School was, I think is going to be big for the area, and trying to bring people kind of together, right? Using basketball to bring people together for this event. So I think, when people from the Lemon Street High School see Marietta run out with those Lemon Street uniforms with that Hornet, on the jersey, like that's gonna mean a lot to them. So I think this is really good.
This might be a dumb question. They got these jerseys made, or they still these are not original jerseys, are they?
No, they got them made. Come on, Bryce.
I want to say, how the heck?
Yeah,
I'm just making sure.
They got uniforms. They just used the you know what I'm saying? You had pictures of the old Lemon Street uniform. So they used the same mascot and all that stuff, the same lettering. They used that stuff for the uniform.
Dude, you gotta get some pictures, man. I want to see some pictures.
You know what? That's kind of cool though. Like that's kind of like how
I got some cool pictures of video, man. Y'all come for the event. We're gonna play it.
That's like how the NBA does their city uniforms, and they kind of like the Hawks. You know what I mean? Like they wear their peach tree. That's kind of cool. You might see a lot more schools doing that after this.
I think it's going to be a cool event, man. I think it's going to be a cool event. One of the and keeping the team safe. So all the teams, like I see Coach Drico on here, man, from Cedar Shows. Appreciate y'all guys pulling up. It's great to have y'all at the event. I think we're doing a lot to keep players safe too. Like players and media are going to come in. College coaches all going to come in through a separate entrance. So
are y'all charging media?
No. So you come in through the bus entrance. The teams are going to be split out to where the teams will have their own classroom with a TV in there so they can watch the games before them, so they don't have to sit in the stands with the fans. We're pretty much keeping teams away from people or contact with people, fans, and all that stuff until they hit the court. So they have separate locker rooms. They'll have separate classrooms to sit in until their game is ready to start, until they're ready to go to their locker room. Then we're using the aux gym as kind of like a warm-up gym. So you go in there. There's not games going in there. There's not fans going in there. So you get to warm up and take the court and go play. So a lot went into it to try to keep everybody kind of safe. There's an overflow room being set up to where, you can see the game just in case the numbers get too bad. We got to kind of make sure we have our social distancing. So a lot went in to try to keep people safe, man. So I hope everybody enjoys it.
If I see anybody not wearing a mask, don't stand nowhere next close to me.
Hey, Mark, if you didn't fill out the media form, you're probably not on the list. So you should fill out the media form on the Lemon Street Classic website.
Bryce, did people have on masks at the game you went on Tuesday?
It's crazy.
Not enough people for me, no. About half the population. And then they stand close to you. Mm-hmm. I stood on the opposite end of the gym. Like sometimes schools don't let you stand on the track. They like make you sit in the bleachers. They weren't tripping, so that was cool with me. I'm like, let's bet. I stood on the other side of the track. Like I was literally by myself, like nowhere near anybody.
Hey, have you ever had somebody come walk up to you and pull their mask down so they can talk to you?
Yeah, it happens all day, every day.
I hate that shit, bro.
But if I know you personally, I might be okay with it. But if I don't know you at all, like that's not acceptable. if it's locked and I seen him, he like pulled his mask. I'm like, all right, you know what I'm saying? But like if it's somebody I've never met before, no, you need to keep your mask up until you get back.
So if a girl try to holler at you, Bryce, and she pull her mask down, you got a problem with that?
She got to be fine.
Because I ain't gonna lie, I have talked to somebody. I'm like, I gotta take your mask down for a second. I got to see that grill.
Yeah, that's true.
And she took it off, and I was like, "Nah, you put it back on."
Yeah. Sometimes them teeth be chopped up.
Hey, y'all are terrible.
I don't got perfect teeth, but I'm just saying they be chopped up like fabulous teeth and shit.
Hey, is it any matchups in this event at Pace that y'all want to see?
I personally want to see Pace and South Cobb. I know we talked about them all the time, but I'm just very intrigued by that matchup, and I'm intrigued because it could be very up tempo. You have really good guards for Pace, Madison Durden, who have been, have a ton of experience, and then you have guards that are emerging, like Daquan Riggins and those guys we talked about last show. So we know that being there, that Pace was there watching, got a scouting report. So I'm interested to see what they do against South Cobb, and I'm interested to see what South Cobb does to prepare for Pace and Cleveland and Durr and those dudes that can play. So I'm just interested in the more so the chess match between the two schools and what each school does or team does to like play to their strengths. You know what I mean?
Hey, hold on, bro. Hold on. I'm seeing something that strikes me here. Look, hold on, wait a minute. So on Saturday, in this event, they got Willard and Pebblebrook at 2:00.
Yep.
They got Pebblebrook Willard at 2:00, Kel Grayson at 4, and then South Cobb and Pace at 6. Willard, do y'all feel disrespected playing so early? Why are y'all playing so early?
What's wrong with playing early, Joe? Drake? Sometimes you get it out the way.
I want to see what Mark say. Willie, y'all playing mad early. I like the matchup though. I mean,
I guess
not so much that they're in the same region now, but
I didn't know. Oh, it's a tournament format.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, got you. It is.
So we can see a.
Hang on. Mark, show enough, act like he be on the bench coaching with Wheeler.
Got a ring.
I
Put his name on it.
saw Mark get 20-piece in Fall League, and it could never be removed out of my memory bank.
I did see Mark over sweating against Pace. He won the game though.
Did he win?
Matt Cleveland was starting to go off though. Had Mark over sweating. Mark was shook. I like these matchups. Pretty good. Locke.
Yes, sir.
You haven't called a lot of state championships so far this year. Has COVID interfered with your radar vision on who's gonna win?
Answer that. Can I answer that for him?
Go ahead, B.
He obviously knew Dutchtown was going to win based off the roster they had.
No.
I mean, damn. Ray Charles could have down.
No. Because we have seen teams with loaded rosters and get their ass spanked. So I didn't see the roster.
That's an educated guess.
There's no education. Look, no, I seen them play. I seen them play at Huff's event that summertime, the summer jam or whatever.
Who's gonna win this year?
I went to go see him, and I was like, "Look, this team is gonna win the state playoff. win the state championship." So, hey, just like I called Toronto was gonna win the championship when all y'all went against me.
So who else you calling, Locke? Have you seen enough?
No.
See,
how many more games you need to see, Locke? You don't wait until February. You don't wait till the end of January.
No,
that means we've seen enough games, bro. We've been watching games.
No, man, it's a different year, man. You don't know who's going to be out.
You can't. So you can't call a 1A private school. Like you can't say Pace or something. Anybody, nobody.
All right, Pace is going to win 3A. You happy?
Hey,
I got 2 predictions. Western is going to win 4A, and Pace is going to win 3A.
Locke, who's the best team in DeKalb County?
They haven't played. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
Like how are y'all asking me questions? COVID.
I know.
Because you learn. You supposed to know.
I do, but look what's going on. Look,
Where is the cap, Tony? Stone Mountain?
like, hey, I said Pebblebrook was gonna win 7-8.
No, I
gave
said
you
that, and then you was like,
no. I said Pebblebrook was gonna win 7-8 4 years ago when they were freshmen.
No, bro. You said if they don't, then George needed something.
No. Yeah, if they don't, we gonna be on George ass. But I made this prediction 4 years ago.
It ain't a given that they win a state championship, but they should. They're good, but it ain't daggone. It ain't like it's gonna be a walk in the park.
No, it's not gonna be a walk in the park, but this is the year for Washington. That's the talent. He had these guys for 4 years, and that's the year.
He should have won with Jared Harper. That was the year when they called that foul.
Yeah,
he did. Locke did say Toronto was gonna win. He did.
Hey, come on. Can I appreciate that, Dre, man? See, I gotta get more fat homeboys. That's what I gotta get.
But did I not say
some more?
He did. He called it.
I said the Lakers were gonna win this year. So what's the
that? No, man, he have LeBron, bro. Like,
hey, I am gonna say this. No, this is where I give Bryce credit. Bryce said that Dwight Howard was gonna play good.
I did.
That's the most unbelievable shit you ever said, Bryce.
At the time, you guys were looking at me like, "What the hell is wrong?"
Hey, bro, I wanted Bryce drug tested right then and there. Like, ain't no way.
Hey, fortune teller.
He called it early.
hey, there's gonna be a few things.
I think Pebblebrook gonna get one this year. They tough, bro.
Hey, somebody challenging your Westover pick, Locke.
Hey, bro, he from Columbus, so he stay in Columbus, so he's gonna say that, and he's in 4A. So of course, Coach Allen, my guy, that's my dude. But Westover beat him twice last year. So it's still some animosity over there.
It's pretty good this year too. I mean, they got Bam and they got Isaac. I mean, they're pretty.
Yeah, they got a couple of guys.
Yeah.
And Pogo is not at Westover. Pogo is in Florida. Morris Ellis is in Florida now.
I don't know that I'm ready to call any state champions either.
Oh man. I just got some crazy news. I can't say it on the show. I'm gonna say it after the show. But it's definitely gonna affect this weekend.
Oh, come on, bro.
Somebody must not be playing.
Yes.
Somebody got COVID or something. Somebody grades probably came through when they failing.
Bro, if they failing online classes at home,
hey,
that's a problem.
Speaking of online classes and teams not playing games, are we gonna have high school free agency this year? You know, it's almost free agency time after Christmas. Free agency.
Yeah, but I know a couple kids they're gonna be on the market. A couple kids gonna be on the market.
High school free agency is after Christmas, bro. A lot of players normally hitting the waiver wire.
Hey man, it might be a shooter available. It might be a shooter available.
Wow. You heard it here first.
This man, Chris Broussard over here, his sources.
Right. Woj. Lock bombs. Not Woj bombs, lock bombs. No, seriously though. For people who don't know, high school free agency happens during Christmas break. And that's when high school players transfer and go play with other teams when they come back from Christmas break after the new year. New team, who this?
Now, this is going to be a real free agency. If a county shuts down and don't continue the basketball season, I hear a lot of kids are going to move to different counties.
Yes, he did leave St. Francis. He's at Chattahoochee.
Yeah, and he's playing.
Yep.
They got on him.
That happened at Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
That was early.
That's Bruce's fault and Brad.
Not me. I had nothing to do with that.
Hey, Dre, it was the BBs.
The BB.
BBs. Hey, you know,
Hey, Bryce did get on the show talking shit.
Hey,
No,
you know,
I didn't. No, I didn't.
Hey,
I ain't say nobody's name. I ain't say nothing about him. How about that kid?
yeah, the two BBs were talking shit on Twitter today about their AAU teams. That shit had me rolling.
That's
Got
funny.
Infinite Skills and the Georgia Canes.
Hey, was you really beating Infinite Skills, Bryce?
With that team that I had, yes.
Hey, never mind. I'm not about to have Bryce talking shit. This is how we gonna close the show.
No,
We
but
got to ask a question.
I'm not gonna say nothing. All I'm gonna say is that's a 6'7" point guard that went to the A10. That's a 6'7", 3, 4. They could put it on the deck. Then went to UAB. Point guard is now at Fort Valley. He could have went D1. And then there's a 6'5" wing that had Division I offers as well. The bench was 6'8" and some more.
I don't know who would have won.
Now, what I will say is the team that he had with Messiah, they were super good. But I think that other team wouldn't have been able to guard. They probably had some bigs, but we had big and versatility. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm not touching that. I'm gonna let Bryce get his shit off.
I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
I'll touch it. I know both teams. That game was going to come down to coaching and not the players.
I kind of disagree, bro.
You can but I know both of y'all teams, and I don't sit on both of y'all benches. So
there's nobody on that roster that could have done anything with Terrell Ard.
And you know what?
At that time,
I feel you, bro. No, and I feel you with that. But I have seen Brad done stuff with teams like that.
Yeah, they can play hard.
And beat teams. So that's why I say it's gonna come down to coaching. It's not gonna come down to one specific player, because that motherfucker Tyler that said Aiken,
yes,
UCF, hey, and
so
you got DJ Wright.
You're telling me that those guards that are under 6 feet are gonna be able to stop isolation plays in the low post against a 6'7" guard?
Dude,
they went to the A10. Man,
Bryce. We probably don't. People probably say we didn't have Division I players on our team and we beat teams' ass or something.
No, that's true. That's true. So, I'm just saying though, for in that specific instance, you're talking about 3 or 4 dudes.
Man, because that team can play, man. Like,
they can. They can.
It was gonna come down to coaching. It's not. It wasn't. That game was not gonna come down to those kids. It was gonna come down to who was gonna basically make the right calls or whatever.
I just don't.
It's just gonna come between you and Brad and who's gonna make the best adjustments at that time.
Bruh, there's nobody on that floor that would have been able to do anything for Art. And then you have CJ. Like,
I feel, bro. This is how I look at it. This past summer,
he's in the country, bro. Like, and he's 6'7". He could play. Like, so you got to put a big on him, but he's going to be too quick for a big,
bro. But check this out. Look at this. They probably said we ain't had nothing for Mutombo this summer when we played the Georgia Stars, and look what we did to him.
Yeah, but we play hard though.
My team, Bryce.
What you think Bryant's team gonna do?
No. I'm talking about Mike. No, I know his team play hard. I'm just saying that doesn't.
What do you think Bryce is going to say, bro? Bryce is not admitting that he's gonna.
I did not say he was gonna lose. I say he's gonna come down to coach. I never said.
What I will say is, I know for a fact that the team he had before that, I would lose to. But the team that we're talking about, the picture that I posted, they were tough, dude.
No, they were.
They were tough. And not only were they tough, they were big. For an independent team, like, it was some big dudes. That's all I'm saying. But I hear what you're saying. It always comes down to, a lot of times in 17U, it does come down to coaching and adjustments too.
Uncle Drew asked us a question that I want to read on here. And Uncle Drew asked, if we take away the top teams, the teams we always talk about, if we take away the top teams, is high school basketball in Georgia top heavy? Or is it actually good top to bottom if you take out the top teams?
I think it is.
But I mean, what state isn't top heavy? You're gonna have, no matter what state you're in, you're gonna have your powerhouse high school programs, and the rest of them might be, you know what I mean? Like,
I would make this argument. I feel like Georgia is less top heavy than other states. I feel like, how many other places can their public schools come here and get busy?
DC, Maryland.
Public?
Probably some, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's a lot of places where we're top heavy.
Texas.
Yeah, definitely.
Houston, Dallas got hoopers.
But I mean, I
we always love mostly
a weird question for me, because you have to understand how many high schools there are too. You know what I mean? Like, if there wasn't as many high schools, then some of those kids, like if there was no Hillgrove and all the kids went to McEachern, you know what I mean? So it's just a lot of schools. So it's kind of hard to say, like,
what's what?
Yeah, that's kind of hard to answer.
No, it really is, because
a lot of talent is dispersed among a lot of high schools.
High schools, yeah. No, I don't know.
Interesting question, though. Interesting. I could see how somebody would say it's top heavy, because we always talk about the same schools.
We talk about the same teams, but those teams we talk about those teams because those teams are in the metro and they have the most talent. Because there are powerhouses outside the metro area, but they don't have the talent every year. Like I said, some people been mentioning Wilkinson County throughout the comments. Powerhouse, but do they have that talent?
What about your team Tiff? They're a powerhouse.
Yeah, but they don't have the talent. They got one kid going to college.
Yeah,
you know, they don't have the talent every year.
Yeah.
Now they win, of course, but you get spoiled being up here in Atlanta and you seeing one school with 4 or 5 division, like Oakbrook has 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 college Division I players.
Westlake might have some one year. Langston Hughes might have some another year.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's like you kind of get spoiled by that, and you get spoiled by that type of basketball. Because then when you go down to lower, I hear guys all the time say they can't watch basketball no lower than 6A.
It's tough.
It's tough. Yeah, I've been hearing that for years, but it's tough because of the talent level.
Yeah.
Like, think about it. We went to Warner Robinson's Dre to Kowalski event. There were great games. The talent level wasn't as super high, but there were great games. There were college players. It weren't a ton of Division I players. It was a few, but there were great games. But if you're used to watching 6A and 7A basketball, it's hard for some people to watch a 4A team or 3A team.
It is tough. It's your attention span is you're gonna kind of check out here and there sometimes, for sure. I agree.
But like I said, it's just a different brand of basketball. Like the team, like when you see Grovetown, they're gonna play a different brand of basketball that we see up here in Atlanta. Yeah. Like we talk about Zach Bell, but they have a team. They're gonna play tough. It's just gonna be a different style.
I'm interested to see them. I really want to see them play.
Lights is on, man. I say the same thing about Evans.
Yeah, it's gonna be a different style.
Say the same thing about Lanier, who a lot of people don't talk about. Lights is on.
Lanier, we haven't talked about them in a couple of weeks because they had to stay low. But Lanier got some dudes. Lanier got some dudes. Lanier has enough dudes to get back to where they were last year. So And I think Locke said it's a good. It will be a good factor to see how these teams plan off of these COVID breaks and not being able to play for 2 weeks. How they gonna come into Lemon Street and play, and how did they play without playing for 2 weeks a game? That's a long time. So that's gonna be interesting to see too.
Yep.
Good stuff.
We're gonna see. It's gonna be a lot of storylines coming out of it. I think the good thing is when you play and you're coming in for 3 games, you're gonna play on Saturday. You're gonna get Sunday to think about and make some adjustments, and then come back and be ready to play Monday and Tuesday. But there's nowhere, especially in that first bracket, there is nowhere to run. Like, there are no easy games. There are no, you know what I'm saying? And it just gets progressively harder as it goes. So I'm going to be interested to see how all of that plays out. All games live streamed on SUV TV. Let's not forget that.
Are you commentating?
I may be.
Hold on. You don't have to go. Isn't this like your event?
Yeah, I'll be there, but I don't commentating. I may or may not be commentating.
Aren't you a Lemon Street person?
You gotta
definitely be there.
Why y'all want to get Mark? He's coming anyway.
I mean that Marcus runs SUV TV. So Marcus will kind of have to decide all that. But you may hear some voices from Love of the Game, and maybe not just me.
Oh,
so you never know.
They're not hearing my voices. I'm be like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, I'll forget that I'm so.
You can hear some voices commentating, but be sure to watch on SUV TV, man. Check it out. You can watch everything, all the action live safely in the comfort of your own home. Right on SUV TV. You can buy your tickets. You could go to the app. There's a Lemon Street Classics app. You can see all the matchups. There'll be footage and pictures, all that kind of stuff in there. It'll be a good time, man. It's gonna be a vibe. Gonna be some good basketball. It's gonna be a vibe.
Which I got. Which I got in the hospitality suite. Hopefully, ain't nothing with a bunch of salt and MSG. Which I got in there.
It's supposed to be good.
Oh, that ain't no good answer. That ain't no good answer.
All right.
So it should be good food in there. But wow. Yeah, man.
She said Zaxby's. Zaxby's always hospitality to go to.
Hey, you know what? I'm about to start saying BYOT, bring your own tweets.
Hey, man. But it should be a good time. But come holler at me, man. If y'all see me out there at Lemon Street, I will be there. Come holler at me. Come check us out. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Go to lemonstreetclassic.com. You can see the schedule. You can see the games by day. You can see the brackets. You can see the games by each team. Download the app, Lemon Street Classic app. It's on Apple. It's on Android devices. All the information about our wonderful sponsors, all the information about the Lemon Street School, and all of the content will be posted to the app. So come check it out. Come check out the games. Come check us out. Love the Game will be in the building. Every media outlet in Georgia will be in the building. Love the Game will be there. OTR, Southern Hoops Report, like it's who's who of media around the city will be here. So kids will get exposure. You play well, people are gonna see it in either gym.
And make sure when y'all see Dre to tell him he lost weight. Because he's been
don't tell me that. Not yet.
Did he?
Not yet. I ain't lost enough yet.
Not enough. All right.
But you lost.
Nah, I ain't lost enough yet. Lost a little bit. When I go from a 2X to an extra large, then you can tell me.
You
I
never
just
lost.
don't. I just don't see that. I don't.
It's been a long time, man. It's been a long time.
Yeah. No, you know what? That's a lie because last year on the show, every time I see the intro, I'm like, dang, I looked so innocent. Now I'm grumpy and old. I was so happy and innocent on that video. Now I'm just grumpy and old.
We'll see. But yeah, man, it's gonna be great. That's our show for tonight, man. We appreciate y'all checking in, joining, hollering at us, man. We really appreciate it. It'll be Sunday. We'll come back and we'll tell you, break down all the action from Lemon Street. There may be some highlights, it may be some pictures, it may be you know what I'm saying? But we'll break down all the happenings from the weekend, all the matchups, all the basketball. We'll be right there courtside, so we'll break it down for you on Sunday. But that's all for this week. It's the Love of the Game podcast, and we out.